Chris,
I'm Jerry.
and we're going to go over squats in this video. There are 3 different foot positions that we can use for squats, and we can do some various things for support and to add weight. So we're going to go through all of those. The first position that Jerry's going to put her feet in is called a mid stance. So her heels are a little bit wider than her hips, her toes are turned out slightly, and she's going to start with having the chair to the side of her for some support. So she is going to sit her butt back and down. Her knees are kind of tracking out over her toes, and then she's coming back up and squeezing her buns on the way. So every time she goes down, she's tightening her belly, she's keeping her chest lifted, and then she's squeezing her buns on the way up. So now she's going to turn to the side so you can kind of see how she sits her butt back and down. Good. And then squeeze on the way up. So something she is not doing is going down with her knees sliding too far forward over her feet. Right, because that can hurt your knees, and we don't want any of that. Okay. Now, next position for her feet. So she's starting that mid stance with her heels a little wider than her hips. Now she's going to go heel toe out a little wider, and we call that foot position a wide stance. And so that's going to activate not just her quads, but more of her glutes as well. So Jerry's going to have a weight to start with. She can either choose to have it up by her collarbone. If that's uncomfortable, she could have a weight in each hand on hang down by her side, so she's a little bit more balanced. So again, she's going to sit her butt back and down, chest stays lifted, her belly is tight, and she's squeezing her buns on the way back up again. Now, when she's in that wide position, she's also pushing her knees out on the way up, so that's going to activate more of her glutes. Now, when she goes down, no matter what position her feet are in, she's not going to let her butt go lower than her knees. Now, if you have bad knees, you do not have to go down that low, but if your knees can tolerate it, have that be your stopping point. Don't go lower than that, because otherwise you could hurt your knees. Jerry is doing a really nice job of keeping her back straight, keeping that little bit of an arch in her back. She's not rounding, and she's not bowing forward. Okay, and then the third position for her feet is going to be a wider stance. So she's in that wide stance, and then she's going to go another heel toe wider. And so this is really going to extra activate those glutes. So she's going to, again, sit her butt back and down, belly's tight. And now when she's coming up, she's kind of thinking about pushing her feet apart to split the floor between her legs, and that's going to get the sides of her hips. Good. And so hands there if she's comfortable, hands down by her side. If you didn't have a chair, you could always be by the wall. Okay, and then see from the side. Back and down, stopping at about that 90 degrees. And squeeze. Okay, enjoy.